like to welcome everyone this afternoon. This is a very, very special occasion in the life of our troop, and we are here to honor Ruben, RJ, George, Flores Jr. For his achievements on making his Eagle Scout. My name is Jim Ritchie. I'll be acting as your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon, and again, to honor Ruben and his accomplishments. Before we start, let's see. Terry, are you here? I don't see Terry. Terry Schonert is our COR, that's called our Charter Organization Representative. She is the liaison with Oak Meadow United Methodist Church, and she told me she was going to be here. I don't see her yet, but we just wanted to recognize her and to say thank you to Oak Meadow UMC for letting us use this facility every week of the year. Would also like to introduce Pam Bates. Pam, just stand up. Pam is our troop committee chair, and she's what drives us all. So thank you, Pam, for coming. I want to remind everyone, in case you don't know, you probably saw the declarations when you came in, but after the ceremony is over, please join us in Fellowship Hall for reception in honor of Ruben. And now I'd like to introduce our senior patrol leader, Paul Scoggin, who is going to conduct our opening ceremonies.
All who are able to, please rise for the invocation presented by Troop 940's Chaplain A, Benjamin Alcott, remaining standing for the presentation of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please bow your heads. God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as family, friends, leaders, and fellow scouts on this significant day in the life of RJ Flores. Today is a celebration of a journey full of challenges, friendship, struggles, and occasionally a little fun. Today, we think of all the merit badges earned along the way, those committed to, the character he developed, and the service to our community he worked so hard to bring about, even accomplishing the renovation of a trail our community can now enjoy. Little by little, month by month, year by year, he was committed, and we celebrate that commitment and hard work. So we ask for your blessing on RJ Flores, his family who supported and encouraged him, and us fellow scouts who helped him along the way. Bless the leaders, Troop 940, and all those who are here physically or in spirit. Lord, continue to walk with RJ Flores as he takes the next steps in becoming the scout and person you desire him to be. Amen.
Color guard, attention. Scouts, attention. All who are able, please rise for the presentation of the colors. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, cross the colors. Color guard, post the flag of Troop 940. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard, post the flag. Color guard, honor the colors. Two. Scout sign. Please join me in reciting the Scout Promise and the Scout Law.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful,
Color Guard Paul. Color Guard dismissed.
Okay, y'all may be seated. As Master of Ceremonies, I have the privilege of officially convening this Court of Honor. So by the power vested in me by the National Council of the Boy Scouts of America, I declare this Court of Honor to be duly convened for the sole purpose of presenting the Eagle Scout Award to Ruben R.J. Flores, Jr. So we've convened here today to honor Eagle Scout R.J. Flores. But this is not the first time that R.J. has stood or been recognized before a court of honor. 6 times before he has stood here. First, when he received his scout rank, and then when he earned each additional rank badge. Each time, it seemed like he's gotten a little taller, a little bigger, a little stronger, and a little more dedicated to the ideals of scouting. Let's take a moment to reflect back on the steps that he took on the way to Eagle.
I am a new Boy Scout. I wear the fleur-de-lis, the symbol of scouting around the world. The 3 parts of the fleur-de-lis represent the 3 parts of the Scout Oath, which I am beginning to learn and live.
I am a Tenderfoot Scout. To the fleur-de-lis on my badge have been added an eagle and shield, representing my country, and 2 stars representing truth and knowledge.
I am a second-class Scout. My badge is a scroll inscribed with the Scout motto, "Be prepared." Suspended from the scroll is a knot, reminding me to do a good turn every day.
I am a first-class Scout. My badge shows a complete Scout emblem, fleur-de-lis, eagle and shield, stars, and scroll, indicating that I have completed my basic Scout training.
I am a Star Scout. Before me lie unlimited opportunities. Just like the stars in the night sky, I can shine as brightly as any of them.
I am a life scout, almost an eagle. The heart on my badge shows that I have taken scouting's lessons to heart. I am ready to spread my wings and fly.
So you can see in just a few short years, RJ has undergone a miraculous transformation. From someone who was struggling to memorize the Scout Law and the Scout Oath, to someone who needed to be led, now to someone who leads others. At one time he wanted to go camping, now he's been camping many, many times. And so we've had this wonderful opportunity to watch him become a young man. And so now we're going to have a special little presentation for you.
Early one morning, a young boy stood at a trailhead. Before him rose a mighty mountain, which seemed all the mightier when compared with its smallness. A trail led to the mountain, and then up it to incredible heights before vanishing in the clouds. On this trail, the boy could see other boys and young men, some of whom turned and beckoned him to follow. The boy began to climb, refusing perhaps to believe that he could ever reach the top. At first, the trail rose gently, and the boy had many companions. But soon he began to sweat and breathe heavily, and many of his companions turned away, and still the boy climbed. At times he climbed quickly, at times he climbed slowly. At times he had to go down a little ways to find another path, or stop a while to catch his breath. But still he climbed. The trail became steeper, the air thinner, but the climber scarcely noticed, for he had, along the way, become stronger of body and hardier of spirit, and still he climbed. And finally, in the cool peace of the early evening, he stood alone at the top of the world and looked around him. To the left, he saw a fiery golden sunset. To the right, he saw a diamond-studded, silky black night sky. Behind him, he saw a trail that he had followed and hikers who were following in his footsteps. And in front of him, he saw another mountain, and another, and another, and a whole procession of mountains marching off to the horizon. But the young man, for now he was a man, knew that none of these other mountains were insurmountable, that all could and would be climbed, for he had learned many skills in the climbing of the first mountain, and he would carry those skills with him long after this mountain was forgotten. And besides, he could begin climbing the next mountain tomorrow. Tonight he would rest and celebrate and ponder the journey that he had completed. And so tonight we pause to rest and celebrate and honor this outstanding young man, Eagle Scout RJ, as he stands at the top of the world and looks around him.
the meat of our meeting today. And that's the presentation of the Eagle Award to RJ. And I'm going to ask our Assistant Scoutmaster, Steve Chase, if he'll please come up to make the appropriate awards. Steve is our acting Scoutmaster in lieu of Mr. Tim Gray, who's off this 3-day weekend, I guess, down in the Caribbean somewhere celebrating. But Steve is going to take over now for the ceremony.
Will the honor guard please escort the candidate forward? We've heard a lot about being an Eagle, and now tonight it's my pleasure to have RJ speak to us a little bit about his journey on the Eagle Trail.
I first would like to thank all of you for coming here. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I've had a long and joyous journey with all of you. For a long time, I've seen everyone here not only as friends, but more as family. And though it started off small with only a few guys here, it's certainly grown very large. From 5 people to now 36, I believe. And I've witnessed this family grow over the years and years of being here, coming almost every night I could. I was first recruited here from the school just next door, only a stone's throw away, one day around 4th grade by a young man in the pack. And though I may not have started with Troop 940 when I first went into the troop, it really felt like a welcome home when I came back here only a year later after I had left. And unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy to get rid of me here. I'm definitely coming back here even after as an adult leader. I hope I can lead the young men here I hope I can lead the young men here down the trail that I've gone and to eventually get to the rank of Eagle. Even as I've made the rank of Eagle, I have not quite realized that I have much to teach, but I will forever have just as much to learn in my life as a scout. The life of scouting has truly ingrained itself and shaped me into who I am today. But thinking back on it, it all started with 3 fingers, 2 right angles, and 2 binding contracts that we reaffirm every Monday on our meetings. From the first time we uttered our oath in our law, we joined the ranks of a family with common goals leading to the same top of a mountain that at some point we all ask, is it worth the climb? Often when it's at its steepest. But soon you find that you don't have to climb alone. As even experienced mountain climbers have a buddy to help them when they start to fall. There is an idiom that sums up this quite well, and it's Alone we are weak, but together we are strong. I myself have had a chain of people who have helped me from the day I started to the day I achieved my Eagle rank. Along with those who made getting this far possible. So 12 of these many links of my chain, or for 12 of these many links of my chain, these are quite possibly the strongest. So if you are here, I would like for you to come up to the front as I call your names, or if you are, if your family is here, to take what I'm gonna give. So will Mr. and Mrs. Crockett come up to the front? Will Will Crockett come to the front? Will Mr. Ritchie come to the front? Mr. Gray, Mr. Peebler, Mr. Salinas, Mr. Green, Mr. Jeff Jordan, and Miss Tilly. Because without these people, I'm sure I could not have been standing here today. So I have something for you guys. You guys can go back.
So becoming an Eagle Scout is not the end of the journey. It's only the start. And tonight, we're privileged to have Eagle Scout Will Crockett share the charge with you. Will, come to stage with you. Just you.
Congratulations, RJ. You've made it. You've climbed Eagle Mountain, and I applaud your accomplishment. Becoming an Eagle Scout is a great accomplishment. Being an Eagle Scout is a great responsibility. As an Eagle Scout, the Scout Oath and Scout motto should take on new meaning for you. As an Eagle, your first obligation is to live with honor. You are a marked man, a leader. For good or ill, people will follow the example you set. Give up anything before you give up your reputation and good name. As Shakespeare said, "Mine honor is my life, both grow in one. Take honor from me, and my life is done." Let the white of the Eagle badge always remind you of honor. Your second obligation as an Eagle Scout is to be loyal. As a follower, you promise to be loyal to those above you. Now, as a leader, you must promise to be loyal to those below you, treating them as you would want to be treated. And you must also be loyal to your ideals, not letting anyone sway you from your course. Let the blue of the Eagle badge remind you of loyalty. Your third obligation as an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Stepping into your new role as a leader, you will face many challenges and obstacles. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that is not what a ship is for. You must have the courage to do what is right, whatever other people do or say. Let the red of the Eagle badge remind you to be courageous. Your fourth obligation as Eagle is to serve others, for a leader is above all a servant. Let the practice of the daily good turn become a lifetime commitment, for only in giving of yourself do you give anything of worth. Just as it always has, let the scroll on your badge remind you of service. Your final obligation as Eagle is to have vision. As a leader, you must now blaze your own trail, just as a bald eagle soars high above the ground and look far into the distance. You too must look far into your future. Many people will follow you. Only with vision will you lead them to the right direction. Let the silver eagle hanging from your badge always remind you of vision. These, then, are your obligations as an Eagle Scout. honor, loyalty, courage, service, and vision. By meeting these obligations, you can lead your troop, your community, and your nation to a better tomorrow. And again, congratulations.
When we began our program, you joined with your fellow scouts in repeating the Scout Oath. Now you will stand alone and repeat a new oath, the Eagle Scout Promise. Through the words you say are familiar to those that you've said many times before. Now they will mean much more than they ever have. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your oath with the words that close the Declaration of Independence. I'd like for the audience to stand if you are an Eagle Scout. Scout sign. Please repeat after me the Eagle Scout oath. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example. My rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. Two. Will the honor guard please escort the candidate's parents forward? RJ, your parents have undoubtedly been your primary source of encouragement, help, and strength. No one will ever know the many acts of self-sacrifices from your mother. I'd like for your mother to pin the Eagle Medal on your uniform. In recognition of your mother's devotion, please present her with Eagle's mother pin. Your father has been a source of much advice, support, and guidance along the Eagle Trail. I'd like him to present the Eagle Scout certificate to you. RJ. In return, please present your father with the Eagle Father pin. And now it gives me a great deal of pleasure to present to you our newest Eagle Scout, RJ Flores. RJ, we're very pleased to have a report of some letters coming in from various organizations across the United States. So we'll have these out, and we'd like to just, let me just highlight a few of one of the examples here. So West Point, Blue Angels, United States Park Service, Order of Arrow, and I'm just going to read one paragraph, okay? That's okay? Perhaps, this is from the Order of Arrow, perhaps the single greatest accomplishment that any scout can achieve is reaching the rank of Eagle. Today, as our nation's newest Eagle Scout, we are honored to be one of the first to congratulate you on this landmark achievement in your scouting career and your life. You are joining an elite group of individuals who have done what few can. You should be very proud and rest assured in knowing that the amazing impact you leave on scouting, your community, and our world. We give you our warmest congratulations for this remarkable accomplishment and offer our advice as you continue to push forward, for your journey is just the beginning. So please take a moment, guys, and take a look at these nice letters here when you get a chance at the reception. Okay. Very proud of you, RJ. Congratulations. Mr. Ritchie.
Steve used the word elite group. And for those who don't know, less than 5% of all boys who join scouting make the rank of Eagle. So you have indeed, RJ, reached a very elite group. So I think everybody will agree we've had a very special time here this afternoon. Thank you all for coming out. Let's give RJ another round of applause here. And I'm going to remind everyone that after our ceremony is over, we again do have a reception in the fellowship hall. So I'm going to call now on Benjamin Alcott, the troop chaplain aide, to close our ceremonies today with a benediction. And then our SPL, Paul Scoggin, will have the closing flag ceremony.
Please bow your heads. Dear God, an Eagle Scout Court of Honor marks the end of one journey and a commitment to another. A commitment to better scouting where all who may participate be better in the community and be better citizens in that community. Bless all of RJ's future endeavors. Walk with him wherever his life takes him, and give him your strength, your compassion, your wisdom, and your love. And may all of us gathered here be committed to scouting's ideals, which instruct us to lead better lives. May we, like RJ Flores, always follow our own trails. May they lead us in virtue and lead us to be better people. May God be with us until we meet again. Amen.
Amen.
Will all who are able, please rise for the retirement of the colors. Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Scouts, salute. Please put your right hand over your heart if you're not in uniform. Color guard, retrieve the colors. Color guard, return to rank. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, dismiss. Scouts at ease.
Thank you. That concludes our ceremony, and please come join us for a reception.